Oh, we just finished our live stream on the update of the police simulator game. So I have to say, this is actually the game. This is actually the mission here that I hate the most in this game. This is Bowen to me.
You like the fight game, Phelps?
I did a little boxing in the Marines.
So I'd be happy when this fucking mission's done now.
Mix you a sandwich, buddy? Corned beef and egg salad, 12 cents. Bologna and ham and cheese?
Oh, 12 cents today is probably a fucking... God knows how much.
It's strictly a mug's game. You'll like this fight, though. A plucky limey's about to take a beating from an up-and-coming Negro.
You sound pretty sure about the result.
I ought to be. I got $50 on the black kid. Let's get a ringside seat. That son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his dressing room. Let's find out what's going on.
God damn you, Albert! You get out here right now!
Step back! LAPD, what's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
Tell you.
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged.
And you're out of pocket?
Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people.
Stand aside.
He squeezed out the window. I'll put an APB out on him.
Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money, or because we're investigating a prize-fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I, plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey? Seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law.
I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thank you. You know the place?
Flop house. Quarter a night, no questions asked.
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, Detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf.
Aye, we didn't fight.
You should try out Mickey's
We're
place. He's got a
about.
haberdasher's up.
Let me see. We're about nearly 79% or so finished. So we're
See if
about
he can get
nearly
you out of those
80%
old
done
man's
with the
clothes
game.
that you slink around
So we're
in.
about 20% of the game left to do.
It's a front for his illegal
It's a long game now. It
activities.
does take a long time to get
It
through.
is that, but he does carry some very sharp suits.
If it's okay with you, I'll stick with Brooks Brothers.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, what do you want?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
Winston Churchill. A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Door's unlocked. Looks like he's had a broad up here.
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts. Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight.
Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this coupon. Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
Yeah, this is. I don't know if it's probably gone, but this is the mission I hate the most in Noire.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
Get a move on, Roy. Hoo-ah.
All right, all right.
Oh, I'm on my own. No, boys with me now.
We need to know which room is Candy's.
Give it up,
Sounds
bitch.
like we're missing all
He's
the
gunning.
Like hitting women, do you?
We had a...
This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
Out cold, but breathing.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers? She's leaving town. Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from New York. Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
You're lying to me. Albert finally won a big fight. I say good luck to him. But you know where he is. Let me help him, Candy.
Do all you cops run off at the mouth? Prove I know where he is.
Fuck.
I don't know where he is, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I couldn't.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Fuck, I got
Give up these men, Miss Edwards, and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for Albert. Now he skips out and I have to take beatings for him as well?
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
Yeah, I got it wrong. See, I was confused with this one.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him, shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the fight?
Yes, I did. What's the problem? I didn't take anything.
Well, get out of your way, Candy. We know you're a busy lady.
Like I said, I've done nothing wrong.
The LAPD expects a little more cooperation. You'd better watch your back, sister. Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker.
You think we would have arrested him?
On me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this. Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
I wouldn't mind, but we set that straight outside our room.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Change outfit. Like, this is a bit weird doing this. Like, this is the section I hate. It's just no fun, really. I thought she'd see me there for a second. I was going to be like, fuck this.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Fucking, she's right there, Cole. Are you that dumb? Oh my god, Cole. Imagine if she got one over. Pigeons.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
I didn't tell him to do that, but okay. Like, nobody here finds this suspicious. Oh, I suppose I'm dressed as a cop, so...
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack.
Fucking Cole, shut up.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Gotta get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Fucking she's right there, Cole. Are you that dumb? Imagine, how can she not see the hat? Like, oh, she... yeah, you can see probably a bit. I should just go get a cow and one over. Ahem. I won't move yet. Oh shit, she's gonna see me. How she can not see his hand, I don't know either. Just wait for a sec, she might turn around, so I'm just taking it cautious.
Too much slack.
Fucking Cole, shut up.
Closer.
This isn't a
Alright, we'll wait for a second before moving up.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Bookmakers? Yes. Surprise, surprise.
That's that.
Which place was the... Oh, did I go past it? Oh, they did.
A blonde woman just came in here.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad.
I know the way I was supposed to assume with the cops, yeah.
What are you doing?
An old intelligence trick from the Marines. We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
Star 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Hammond backed himself to win.
And Candy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
Question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Go straight through. Take the next left turn.
Straight through the next intersection.
Take the next right. Straight over the next intersection. You're gonna go right up ahead. Take the next right.
Take the next left.
It's the next right. Next left.
Take the next left.
Take the next left turn.
Not my fault.
Take the next right.
Hey, watch out for the pedestrians! You're gonna crash, you maniacs!
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
After this, I just get a cup of tea and...
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab.
How many stops is she gonna make? Hammond is full of himself, being this sure he was gonna win.
God damn it. Everyone's looking at us, Cole.
That bitch is giving me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Pull over. She's heading inside. I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
One of these days.
Call an ambulance.
Hammond got away.
He said...
Just try and sit still, Candy. Who shot you? Was it Albert?
Car.
They're on the way. I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
Oh, well.
.32 caliber. One shot fired. The Egyptian Theater.
So, what now? The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on. Roy, we're in a hurry.
On my way.
I'm waiting, Roy.
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over me.
This seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all clear.
bitch.
He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money, too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and
And I intend to keep up.
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money, all I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Okay, he just takes straight bullets from this.
Where are you? You limey cocksucker.
Are you trying to get yourself killed? Take cover, you lunatic.
There we go.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. Escania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
Uh-huh.
I'm hearing rumors of a fight that was fixed, of gangsters looking to get square, that LAPD cops might be involved. Either of you two sons of bitches know anything about that?
No, sir.
So, the dead wop who turned up in this theater, who used to be a boxing manager, who murdered Candy Edwards, has nothing to do with the fix?
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop lying to me. Phelps, got anything to add?
No, sir.
Get your uniform from your locker. You're back on the street.
Right, so I think we'll do a few more missions. I just had the one down. I'm gonna get myself a drink. So it's the Naked City. Yeah, just give me 2 seconds. Apologies, everyone. The food's going to be the Drake, sorry, not the food. What am I talking about? The Drake's coming up now in a second or two. So yeah, sorry about that. I just had the one. Have me Drake in a second. So let's go. We can get. I say we get maybe 2 or 3 more missions done tonight. Try and get a good bit done. Still on the final stages of
187
it.
at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Right, let's go.
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm the same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you broke. Come on, Roy.
Hold on, I'm coming.
I'm waiting, Roy. Get a move on, Roy. Hoo-ah.
Seem distracted. We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Keep going straight.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA for...
Look out!
That wasn't my fault. So.
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
It's the next right. You're driving right at them. You better not get blood on this car.
Second floor. Apartment 6. In the back.
Thanks. Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another. Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug? Or can we get on with it?
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here.
Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one. Looks like barbiturates. Barbiturates. What else is rattling around in this thing? speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Phelps?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I take a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head
The
and
neck is bruised pretty badly. A very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down, and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Dun dun.
A bath and down some pills, and then she just drifted off.
I don't know.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
So much fire. So much drive. I'm sorry. I'm not being very clear.
There. It's okay.
There's been a modeling assignment. It's a place to start.
I think it's this yoke we're missing, is it?
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Yeah.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Yeah, lies.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, she must have noticed the pills. Like, let's be fair, the pills are all over the place, so yeah, sleep pill.
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep. You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pill box. The things she hid in there.
How would she know about
I don't
that?
know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess.
Oh, she was modeling, so.
Does modeling really pay that well?
I was, exactly.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Let me see. Just trying to tell. I think she's doubt. Jojo? Yeah, she's looking away like she's not. Yeah, accused.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Let me check now. Oh yeah, the jacket is not hers. Yeah, that's true.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. That's Mr. Henderson's.
Oh yes,
An
that
older
makes
man,
sense.
very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry, I don't know. He said he lives in San Francisco.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Definitely lies, more lies. This woman's just lying all the time. I can't tell if she's lying or doubt her. I think it's bad cop. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, because I've no evidence to say in the contrary.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
Go home? Oh, yeah.
I think our work is done.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope. Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch. Go straight. Take the next right. It's the next right.
That was a tax-paying citizen who just bounced off the fucking hood, Phelps.
I didn't bounce him off the
Go
hood.
straight through.
Talking bullshit.
Go straight over.
I did crash into that patrol car, but
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Very little. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Julia Randall has been your
Oh my
patient for
God,
nearly a
shit.
year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, detective? Do you have access
What
to
the
my
fuck does
patient record?
fast to mean?
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
If you don't mind, I have patients to see too.
Did a great job there, lad. We went in to ask him 2 questions and left.
The old boy is lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Goddamn maniac!
Hello.
53 minutes.
What can I...
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
You weren't as shocked as someone normally is when told about a murder, ma'am. Is there something about Julia you want to tell me?
You're accusing me of lying? How dare you?
How dare?
What basis
Sorry,
do you have
I
for
just...
this kind of accusation?
I couldn't help myself.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that? Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to
I'm
me.
very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you. Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Julia was kept by this Henderson character. The apartment, clothes, the jewelry. Was she a call girl?
How would I know? What evidence is there that says that Julia is a prostitute?
What? I didn't accuse her of that, but okay. I didn't accuse her of that, but okay. I don't know what am I gonna say here? I think I'm actually talking shit.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
Just stare at her.
You can't stand around here all day looking vacant.
Looking
It's
vacant.
embarrassing.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Like in homicide there is,
Your
yeah.
fiance to visit Hollywood police station.
In
It would be
homicide
very helpful
case
to
there
our
is, you know, it's off the Black
Now, wait a
Dahlian,
moment.
which was a historical crime thing in Los Angeles, where the killer, you know, brutally murdered women and stripped their bodies after he killed them.
that
So it's
message
based
until
on
you tell
that
me why
too,
you're asking
the
all these
murder
questions.
cases. So obviously that's the way it is in the game too.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
But not in this part of the game, the other part
No,
that we played there last month.
I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Nope.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
Oh shit, I'm clicking every button but the wrong button. We need to go back to the police station.
You can drive.
Nice move, not telling him.
There we go.
Grown men playing at being boys.
Oh shit.
I'm trying
Where's
to
the
imagine
phone
you
here?
with a personality.
I got a hard case I need to break.
Is there a phone here? There's... Oh no, there's no fucking phones in this police station, is there?
I say we bust in.
Literally no phones. Where is this phone supposed to be? The broken desk. Yeah, there's no phones, shit. I'll go over here, I'll probably get one. Literally no phones when you want them. It says there's a phone here, but... Is there one in the morgue here? There's a phone here, yeah? The most
Operator, give me our
unlikely
guy.
place.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
That was quick. We were in the same room.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers?
Laughing Boy.
That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private? Heather won't have to know? Yes. We had relations.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Lies, I think.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
Back east.
That's funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get something from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. Do you think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Doubt.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting sick.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
Hello, Tony.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
You got a pretty funny idea.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Oh, no. No, 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 no! You did not just do that.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Gotta get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
What's... I don't know, we have to wait and see, Tony. It's a bit early to say will it be doing one. But I have to say, Tony, I told you a million times about it, and I even have the community post about this year's one. So, I don't know, but highly that we do another one next year, but we'll wait and see.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket for Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Help me out.
Might be time to call in, Cole.
Car 11K, 11 King, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Homicide detectives Bukowski and Galloway have information relating to the Randall case.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Roy, we're in a hurry.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
I might be a bit confused here. Oh shit, what am I doing? I'm a bit confused, yeah.
Advice?
Might be time to call in, Cole.
Who arrested that movie producer?
There's a phone here, I didn't even know.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to Hollywood Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Hey, we're here.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
That it there? No. Where the fuck is the... am I blind? I must
Here.
be... There.
Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Mrs. B. Is there any other? No, that's it. No. Am I missing something? No, I'm not. There's a no, I know. Let's go. Get him.
You're behind the wheel. Get a move on, Roy. Hoo-ah.
On my way.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
R&I reports the last arresting officer for DOA Jimmy LeBlanc was Patrolman Fred Wallace, who's working a shift on Hollywood 9th Beat, Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Car 11K, en route.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little crook in the alley.
Fuck, I missed every shot. Whoa, whoa, that's not my fault. He ran in front of me. Oh, mother of God, right in the head too. It's not my fault. You seen that? He ran in front of me.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little crook in the alley.
Hit him from the
fucking prick of it. Get out of my way now, officer.
Throw out the guns. Give me some space here.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Nice house.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, Can you get the detective a drink, please?
What can you tell us about the burglary?
That terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
I get the sense that you're worried about something, Mrs. Eastrom.
I have already received the insurance claim, Detective. Is there any way we could keep the return of these items discreet?
Shit.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eastrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch, let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, Mother and Father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Yeah, I suggest do that. Let's go. Let's go.
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be. We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiancé you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments. Take the next right.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
Make a right here.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to...
Are you crazy? Straight over.
Straight through the next intersection.
Go straight through. Go straight at the next intersection. Take the next left.
Way to set an example for the public, partner.
Make a right turn. You're gonna go right up ahead. You need to take the next right. Turn left up ahead. Straight over. Take the next right turn. Straight ahead. Next right.
Go right just now.
Go straight.
Take the next left.
Turn left when you can. Straight on. Straight over. Go straight over. Straight over the next intersection. Straight over. Keep straight. Straight on. It's the next right. Next right. Take this right. Keep going straight.
Almost there now. Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
Stop! LAPD!
Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on,
Put
get
your
after
hands
him.
in the air! Give it up! LAPD!
Oh, fuck. Shit, I am so terrible at these controls.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How'd I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was our net?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry. A graduation present from my parents. You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
A lot of ways, actually. The cigarette case, first of all.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgled. Julia was
The face of his wife, his girlfriend.
No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather.
Oh, yeah, the girlfriend, didn't you?
Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
Lies.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Because you have a ticket going to Mexico City, isn't it?
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
Bullshit.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise.
There you go.
The doctor almost insane.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
What time are we at? Sorry. Just after 10, okay.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
Dear.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best.
Come on, Roy.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Get a move on, Roy. Hoo-ah. I'm waiting, Roy. Roy, we're in a hurry. Get a move on, Roy. Hoo-ah.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just Lock me up and throw away the key.
What have I done?
Didn't see that coming.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
I love the way they don't care about the sword and quiet.
Let's try and wrap this up then. That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
You're talking from experience.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find the game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Oh, I didn't mean to die.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Well, you had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Alright, and that's the mission, and I think that brings us to the end of the live stream for tonight. We have about 6 or 7 missions left in Ireland the Wall. Not many, but I think we should do it tomorrow night, I don't know. So basically, that's just to show, it's this mission here, then it's all the arson desk. but it's still a good show. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I appreciate it as always. And I'll be back at some stage tomorrow night. And goodbye for the moment.